Good evening, friends. Welcome to the PANSIGHT webinar. Today's topic, I made a slight change. Torturing parents, nurturing parents, and I have added pampering parents. My mission is to entertain, educate, enlighten, and empower. I'm absolutely sure about one thing. The knowledge you gain from my webinars, if you apply them, you will be rewarded. That knowledge will be very, very empowering. Always my webinars are based on FSQ, facts, stories, and quotations. Stories that will help you retain, remember certain facts. For example, even after 50 or 60 years, you remember that Aesop's story, right? The rabbit and the turtle race. Am I right? Don't you remember that? You learned it long time back. And there is a moral also inside that story. So that is the power of stories. And my friend Ramayandran, he recognized my hidden talent. I'm going to share later. I'm good at storytelling. Ramayandran, we studied together. And the other day he told me, I have forgotten completely. He told me, when you are in the 8th standard or 9th standard, I used to tell the story of a movie. Because Ramayandran rarely used to go for movies. I used to watch all these MGR Shivaji Ganesan movie, and he told me that I used to narrate this story in such a way. It is very interesting. Am I right, Ramayandran? If I am right, correct. Raise your hand. Okay. So I have been a storyteller all along. And quotations. Books. The mental health consequences of torture. Nurturing children's talents. Nurture your child's emotional intelligence. This is extremely important. People are all paying attention to their IQ, but not about the EQ. It is not the IQ that will help you succeed. It is the EQ. Three types of parenting. Nurturing. Good. Ideal. Recommended. Torturing. Bad. Undesirable. Pampering. Worse. Pampering is terrible. That is what some people, they pamper. And they don't realize that one. Jesus Christ. I am remembering Jesus Christ's words. ഇവർ ചെയ്യുന്നത് എന്തെന്ന് അറിയുന്നില്ല പിതാവേ, ഇവരോട് പൊറുക്കണമേ. Am I right? That is exactly these parents and grandparents, they are not realizing the harm, the damage they are doing to their children and grandchildren by way of pampering. Do you want to know more about pampering? If it is yes, put Y in the chat box. Do you want to know more about pampering? And remember Jesus Christ. So, yes, okay, thank you, Panwanarji, H. I will soon. I will explain everything on this. Definition of nurturing. The process of caring and encouraging the growth or development of someone or something. Nurturing not only animals, even other living beings, like for example, plants. Nurturing the growth of a plant by give adequate water, sunlight, fertilizers, then only to grow and yield fruits. So that is what nurturing is. Is the definition clear? If it is clear, put C in the chat box, because I want to make sure that is not only the physical growth, mental growth, emotional growth, intellectual growth. Thank you, Shashimarji. And what is torturing? Causing emotional pain and mental stress over a period of time, not one time, gradually, over a period of time, by compelling, by forcing someone to do something against their wishes or interests. So it doesn't happen immediately over a period of time. Is this definition clear? Because that definition, I created that definition to make it very clear. And I will explain. That definition is my own definition. So that is why I want to know whether it is clear. Okay, thank you, Bilashanaji, Roycharanji. I'm going to show you some newspaper screenshot. I can't do JE. I am a loser. Kota girl writes note to her parents, dies by suicide. Kota is the coaching center. India is the coaching center for all these professional courses, NEET, JE, IAS in Rajasthan. Every year, on an average of 30 teenagers, they commit suicide. Who do you think responsible for their suicide? God or their parents? God put G, with his parents put P in the chat box. P. Okay, Roycharanji. Otherwise, they don't have any other reason to commit suicide. Okay, Rajiji, thank you. They don't have any family worries, taking care of her husband or wife or children or money pressure, making money or spending. No. Okay, Venondarji, parents and teachers. Yes, you are right. But today's talk is about the parenting. That is why I'm confining myself to the parents. You are right. And if the parent is a teacher also, terrible. Okay? Deadly combination. If parent is happens to be a teacher, screwed. That child's life is completely screwed. Not over. Sorry, Papa. Another NEET aspirant commits suicide in Kota. Student suicides up 65% in a decade. NCRB, National Crime Record Bureau, data shows sharper rise in overall suicides. Do you know how many children committed suicide in 2023? If you don't know, put N in the chat box or guess. Make a guess. Just make a guess. So let it make it more interesting. Make a guess. 100, 200, 500, 1000. Okay, no. 300, okay. Okay, 100, Roy Cherianji. Give me a number. Yeah, I myself didn't know that one. Only when I did the reading and research, when I did the reading and research, I myself was surprised. 2000. I was really surprised and I felt angry. I felt angry. They lost their lives for what? Why did they come to this world? Just to end their lives? More than 13,000. Can you believe it? More than 13,000. It was less than 9,000 10 years back. Jumped to more than 13,000. Is it preventable, 100% preventable? If it is preventable, put why in the chat box. Was it preventable, avoidable? Yes, Anandarji. 100% avoidable. Then what happens? And these days, many people or many parents, they have only one child. And when that child commits suicide, think about, they made their own lives a hell. Those parents, they will live with the feelings of guilt, terrible guilt, and feeling lonely. They lose the meaning and purpose of life. That's why Jesus Christ told, ഇവർ ചെയ്യുന്നത് എന്തെന്നറിയുന്നില്ല പിതാവേ. ഞാനല്ല മാറ്റും. ഇവർ പിതാവേ, ഇവർ ചെയ്യുന്നത് എന്തെന്ന് അറിയുന്നില്ല പിതാവ്, ഇവരോട് പൊറുക്കണമേ. ഇവരോട് പൊറുക്കരുതേ. ജീസസിനെ മോഡിഫൈ ചെയ്തു. വേണോ റെഡ്ഡിയാരുടേത്? ഇവർ ചെയ്യുന്നത് അറിയുന്നില്ല, പക്ഷെ ഇവരോട് പൊറുക്കരുത്. Never. Do you agree? Do you agree? Put A in the chat box. Do you agree? That is. This is, thank you, this is unforgivable crime. It is a crime, not just a sin. Verum pavalla. Crime on to innocent children. These parents. Thank you, Ramendra-ji. This is the latest study report. 3 in 5 students in India's top cities struggle with anxiety, but they don't report it. Tell me, be honest. When you were all children, high school, pre days, how many of you are feeling anxious or depression? Did you? I never. I never felt anxiety. I never felt depression. What about you? Did you? If you didn't, put N in the chat box. What happened then? What happening? What happened now? What is happening now? Did the world change? No. Parenting changed. Rajiji. Parenting changed. Pampering. Okay, now we are coming to the main. This is more important. This one, I must thank Srikumar Nairji. He is not here today. It was he who suggested, what about pampering? And I thought, okay, yeah, pampering. Many people, they don't talk about pampering. That's why I added pampering also. So what exactly is pampering? Pampering involves excessive indulgence, comfort, or protection that can block a child's emotional, social, and behavioral development. Because of pampering, what will happen? it can lead to dependency. They will always depend on the parents for anything and everything. They don't have that self-confidence. Even small things, they will approach the parents. And the parents will be very glad to do that one for the child. Yeah. They won't let the child learn how to do that one. They will do it for them. And entitlement. Soon they will think that, okay, I am special. They start believing I am special. So I deserve everything. Even from others also they expect. At home, our parents may do that one, but others won't do that one. Then they get upset. Because that instant gratification, they start believing that they are special. Then timidity. No self-confidence, courage, shyness, inhibition. No social skills. They won't develop any social skill. And poor coping skills. Any stress, they don't know how to cope with that stress. That is one of the reasons these days many people, they commit suicide. They don't know how to. Alcoholism. Alcohol is a drug. They don't know how to cope with that stress. Is this clear? Do you agree? If it is clear and agree, put CA in the chat box. Thank you, Vanandarji. So, pampering. Instant gratification. ചോദിച്ചാൽ ഉടനെ ഒരു ജീനിയെ പോലെ ഉടനെ സഹായിച്ചു കൊടുക്കും. Am I right? Some people, some parents, ചോദിക്കേണ്ട താമസേ ഉള്ളൂ. Immediately. iPhone വേണം. അടുത്ത ദിവസം iPhone. എനിക്ക് മറ്റേ ബൈക്ക് വേണം. അടുത്ത ദിവസം ബൈക്ക്. All gadgets, anything. ആ ഡ്രസ് വേണം. I want mate parota and beef curry. Immediately they call the Zomato and get that one. Anything and everything. Immediate gratification. Am I right, Roy MCG? Am I right? Have you seen such people? It is happening more and more. And here comes the problem. The parents and grandparents, they compete with each other. Okay, allowing to drive without even learner's license. You're right. And compete with each other to grab the love. Oh, if I give that child more, then that child will love me more. So they become materialistic. The children will become materialistic. All junk food, they immediately buy. They want potato chips. They want ice cream. Udane vaanchu kodukku. Then they soon become addicted. We are talking about addiction, unhealthy food habits. And here is the story. I always share my own personal son. I preach what I practice. ഇവിടെ അമേരിക്കയിൽ കൊക്കക്കോലയും പെപ്സിയും കുടിക്കാത്ത ഒരാളെ കാണണമെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ, ചെറുപ്പക്കാരനെ കാണുന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ എന്റെ വീട്ടിൽ വരണം. My son. He is now 32 years old. When he was here during its 40 years, never. Once you get that taste, after some time, you get addicted. You won't want any other drink other than Pepsi or Coke. Right from the beginning, no, I never bought. So he never tasted that one at all. Lime juice, healthy food habits. He liked it. ഇപ്പോഴും ലൈം ജ്യൂസാ കുടിക്കുന്നത്. കോഫിയും ടീയും കൊടുത്ത് ശീലിപ്പിച്ചില്ല. പക്ഷേ ബാക്കി മിക്കവരും പറയുന്നത് അറിയാം, ഇപ്പോഴത്തെ പിള്ളേരുണ്ടല്ലോ, അവർക്ക് ഇതൊന്നും വേണ്ട കേട്ടോ, അവർക്ക് കൊക്കക്കോലയും പെപ്സിയും തന്നെ വേണം. ഈ പിള്ളേർ എവിടെ ആകാശത്ത് നിന്ന് താഴെ വീണതുപോലെയാണ്. The other day, when I go for all this Onam celebration, മലയാളി അസോസിയേഷനെ പോകുമ്പോൾ ഡിന്നർ, ലഞ്ചിന് പിള്ളേർക്ക് വേണ്ടി സ്പെഷ്യലായിട്ട് പിസ്സ. എന്നിട്ട് പറയണം അവർക്ക് ഇതൊന്നും ഇഷ്ടമല്ല, ചോറും ഇതൊന്നും ഇഷ്ടമല്ല, പിസ്സ. ആരാണ് പിസ്സ കൊടുത്ത് ശീലിപ്പിച്ചത്? ഈ പാരന്റ്സ്. അൺഹെൽത്തി ഫുഡ് ഹാബിറ്റ്സ്. എന്നിട്ട് പാരന്റ്സ് ഇതെല്ലാം കൂടുതൽ എവിടെ കാണുന്ന അറിയാം? മലയാളി ഫാമിലീസ് ആണ് ഏറ്റവും കൂടുതൽ ഞാൻ കാണുന്നത്. ഇതെല്ലാം ഈ പ്രശ്നമല്ല. ഇവിടെ ഗുജറാത്തി ഫാമിലീസ് ഉണ്ട്. അവിടെ ചെന്ന് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ എല്ലാം ട്രഡീഷണൽ ഗുജറാത്തി ഫുഡ് കഴിക്കും മിക്ക പിള്ളേരും. ഞാൻ അതുകൊണ്ട് വീട്ടിൽ എന്ത് ചെയ്തു ഇവനെ? ഒന്ന് ട്രഡീഷണൽ ഫുഡ്, ചുമ്മാ സീരിയലും ഇത് മാത്രം കൊടുത്തതല്ല. ഇഡലി, ദോശ, പുട്ട്, ഉപ്പുമാ, ചോറ്, ചപ്പാത്തി, നല്ല എരിവും പുളിവും എല്ലാം ഇട്ട് തന്നെ കുക്ക് ചെയ്ത് യങ് ഏജിൽ അത് കൊടുത്ത് ശീലിപ്പിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഓക്കെ. Because of that, when I sent him to India, when he was hardly 13 years old, to study there, ഒരു പ്രോബ്ലം ഇല്ല. വീട്ടില് ഇഡ്ഡലിയും ഇതെല്ലാം സുന്ദരമായിട്ട് കഴിക്കും, സാമ്പാറും ചട്നിയല്ല. I have seen many parents, നാട്ടിലെ പിള്ളേർ വരുമ്പോൾ പ്രോബ്ലം ഫുഡ്. They want cereals, they want pizza, they want sandwich. ആരാണ്? പാരന്റിങ്ങിന്റെ പ്രോബ്ലം ആണോ? ഡു എഗ്രി? ഇഫ് യു എഗ്രി പുട്ട് ഇൻ ദി ചാറ്റ് ബോക്സ്. ഇതിന് പ്രത്യേക PhD ഒന്നും വേണ്ട. ഇത് PhD വേണ്ട, കോമൺ സെൻസ് മാത്രമാണ്. യെസ്, താങ്ക് യു നമ്പൂരിജി. I applied the sixth sense, which is called the common sense. And വീട്ടില് I never allowed him to use knife, fork. കൈവച്ച് തന്നെ യൂസ് ചെയ്ത്. കാരണം നാട്ടിൽ വരുമ്പോൾ അവിടെ ഏതെങ്കിലും കല്യാണത്തിന് വിളിച്ചിട്ട് പോയി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഇലയിൽ എല്ലാം വിളമ്പുമ്പോൾ അവന് കഴിക്കാൻ അറിയാം. Otherwise, children who come from USA, they don't know how to use their hands for eating. They need knife and fork. Am I right? If I'm right, put R in the chat box. എന്നിട്ട് ഇവരെല്ലാം വലിയ അഭിമാനമാണ്. അയ്യോ, മലയാളിക്കുള്ള അവർക്ക് ഇതൊന്നും അറിഞ്ഞുകൂടാ കേട്ടോ, അവർക്ക് ഇതൊന്നും ഇഷ്ടമല്ല. എന്നാണ്ടോ സ്പെഷ്യലാണ് അവരുടെ പിള്ളേര്. പാമ്പറിങ്, സ്പോയിലിംഗ്, റൂയിനിങ്. Okay, thank you, Jaychandraji. Facts are facts and will not disappear on account of your likes. The reason I am putting this on Jawaharlal Nehru, many times I have shown this one, because when I share some facts, some people who are allergic to truth, they get upset. They get upset because it immediately their own belief system, their bias, their prejudice. This one is attacks that prejudice. So that is why. So now I'm going to show you the picture of two personalities, and I would like you to say whether that person was a nurturing parent or torturing parent. So all you have to do is to put nurturing N, torturing T. Simple. Okay, let me see. Gandhiji, nurturing or torturing. Let me see your response. Velasanaji, torturing. Roy Cherianji, nurturing. Torturing. Ramendraji, torturing. I am really impressed. Okay, I am really impressed by the responses. Torturing. Okay, Roy MCG, torturing. Is the father of the nation. Or what about the father at home? He is not a father, good father at home. What about Jawaharlal Nehru, nurturing or torturing? Put N or T. Let me see. Jawaharlal Nehru, was he a nurturing parent or a torturing? Nurturing, nurturing, nurturing. Yesterday, I spent at least some 20 or 30 minutes hunting for the picture of Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi with his children. I couldn't find even one. He had 4 children. Harilal Gandhi, Manilal Gandhi, Ramdas Gandhi, Devadas Gandhi. I couldn't find Mohandas Gandhi. Where I could find numerous pictures with Jawaharlal Nehru and the Indira Priyadarshini. Numerous. And I'm sure that some of you must be knowing that is in 1928, Jawaharlal Nehru, when he was in the prison, he wrote 30 letters to his daughter. Achen Mayalkaicha Katte. 30 letters when she was hardly 10 years old. And those letters shaped her. Many things, giving her insight about many things. So Nehru was a nurturing parent. And because of the Gandhi, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, his eldest son became a rebel. He became an alcoholic, gambler, because he wanted to go to London and pursue studies, law, because Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi studied in London. So he also wanted, no, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi said that is Western civilization. No, that is hypocrisy. You are controlling. It's okay for you. If it is okay for you, it should be okay for your son also. Am I right? If I'm right, put down in the chat box. So he was very upset and angry. And his anger, everything directed towards him, and hatred. Okay, he is against alcohol. Okay, I will drink alcohol. He was against the silk imported dress. He always wore imported dress. Gambling, completely cut off, alienated. And even he changed his name. He embraced Islam and he became Abdullah Gandhi. And because Kasturba Gandhi and then cried and pleaded, he reverted back to Harilal Gandhi. So Gandhi was an awful parent. I told you the fact. Some people in this group who see Mohandas Karamchand as an embodiment of virtue, they won't like it. Then they may get upset. Facts are facts. Verify this one. Whatever I have shared with you, if it is not true, give me the counter evidence. I will give you 1 lakh rupee. Okay? I'm motivating you to check and contradict. So facts are facts. The most important period of life is not the age of university studies, but the first one, the period from birth to age of 6. Many people, they don't really know that one. Because these days, what do I find? A 1-year-old baby is given playing with a mobile phone. Am I right? If I'm right, put R in the chat box. They get addicted to screen. That one addiction is not good for their health, for their vision. Then subsequently, if you try to remove that one, they will get upset. They will throw temper tantrum. They will scream. Oh, okay, then you give the phone back. I have seen that is happening here. Up to 6, that is most critical. Food habits also. That is the period. Many things. No. What do they do? Kadiril konda valam vaikkinna parivadiyanu. എല്ലാം കോളേജിലൊക്കെ പോയതിനു ശേഷം എല്ലാത്തിനെയും ഫിക്സ് ചെയ്യാൻ നോക്കും. By then it is too late. Most of the time you won't be able to. You won't be able to. Six traits of nurturing parents. Empathy. Unconditional love. Unconditional doesn't mean forgive everything. That's not unconditional love. Many people, they don't realize unconditional love means you are giving a love without putting any conditions. If you don't do this one, then I won't love you. Then that is conditional. If you don't go and take the NEET examination, then I won't love you. That is conditional. So unconditional is totally different. They give unconditional love. Motivation and praise. Encourage them. They do something right. Good. Smart. Good. Pat on the back. Even now, my son, I have been teaching him. He didn't know how to do the cooking. because he went to India when he was around 13 years old. In our house, we have a cook, so he never had to do any cooking. Then he went for his degree study in Bangalore, and he used to eat food from the canteen, an MBA also from the canteen. Then job worked in Mumbai and Hyderabad as a paying guest, so they had a cook. Now when he came here, I taught him how to cook, because that is a skill you need to know. And whenever he does something and it is very good, I say, good, Anna, kolam, taste is good, and correct you also, salt is not enough, this one. That price and motivation. Now these days, he cooks most of the time. Yesterday also, when I saw in the evening, I could smell something from the kitchen. I asked him, I am making sardine curry. So he was making sardine curry. And he was making the fried rice. So that is price motivation. Is this clear? If it is clear, put C in the chat box. When you do that one, yes, then that reward. Thank you, Nambudiji. Velashnaji. Simple. It doesn't require any extra time, any extra effort, nothing else. Presence. Many parents, they are not available at home. After work, they may go to some club and play cards, and all they come home by the time of 10 or something like that. They are in many meetings. They are busy. They don't have the time to spend with their children. I never did that one. Money. Here also, some guys from India. Okay, on weekends, they go and work in the emergency room. 8 hours, each hour, $125 at that time. So close to $1,000. And what do? They leave the children under the care of a babysitter. Because the babysitter, you have to pay only $12. They look at the money. Yeah, 1 hour, $125, and give 12. You are not there when your children. Does it make any sense? So that is why the presence. I never. No weekends, nowhere. Many people, they call me, okay, easy money. I said, no. Evening also, I used to spend. I used to take him out. Go to the park. Go to the library. I'm not bragging. I'm just making it clear for my viewers that this is doable. This is what one should do. Presence, nurturing parent. Support for autonomy. That is, let them do. They make a mistake, so what? The sky is not going to fall down. Correct them. Let them learn from mistakes. Let them fail. Give them the full freedom to try something. That is autonomy. Corrective criticism. I have changed that one, constructive criticism to corrective criticism. That is my own, this one. Corrective criticism. Something is wrong, mistake, correct them. That is expected. You paranya kutti endu viyarikkum. Kuttikku veshamagatille. No. Correct them and use the right kind of words. Hey, this is the way that we should be done. This one is okay, but this will be better. Correct them. Impact of nurturing on children. I have shown 5 arrows, upward arrows. What will happen? Their self-confidence will be boosted. Self-motivation. That is why my son, he is now motivated to go and do the cooking. I don't have to tell him. And self-dependence. Okay, he doesn't have to ask me how to do this one because he has learned. Self-dependent. Courage and optimism. Is this crystal clear? Put in the CC. You won't find this in any books. My dear friends, I am not here just cutting and copying something from somewhere. Thank you, Shajiji. Roy-Cherian-ji. All these things are absolutely essential for a person to be very successful, for a person to be joyful. So happiness, success, we are all talking about happiness. That dopamine, keepamine, all these hormones, they won't happen if you are depressed. Basically, a torturing parent cannot help a child to feel good about himself or herself. Then 2 types of torture: abuse, physical, emotional, verbal. I'll come to that one later. If we don't have enough time, then we'll do that one during the discussion. Neglect, intentional or unintentionally, you neglect their needs. 6 types of torturing parents: emotional manipulation, fear, inject fear, guilt, shame. That is what some mothers they do. When they want something against which they force the child to do something. The child doesn't want to do that one. 10 മാസം ഞാൻ നിന്നെ നൊന്ത് ചുമന്ന് പ്രസവിച്ചാണ്. കുറ്റബോധം. 10 മാസം. Am I right? Have you heard this one? ചില dialogue ഇല്ലേ? 10 മാസം നൊന്ത് പ്രസവിച്ചതാണ്. So, you owe me. You owe me. You should do. You should please me. I am entitled. Guilt feelings. That is terrible. Verbal abuse, yelling, insulting, belittling. Neglect, ignoring needs. Basic needs പോലും കൊടുക്കുന്നില്ല വാങ്ങിച്ച്. Healthy food. That's a need. Rest and sleep. Need. പഠിക്ക്. Tuition. കൊച്ചുള്ള പങ്കാലത്ത് 4 മണിക്ക് അടിച്ച് തട്ടി കൂട്ടി എല്ലാം പോയിട്ട് tuition. Before the school, 2 tuition. After school, അടുത്ത 3 tuition. Weekend, tuition. Recreation is a need. They want to have some enjoyment, fun. Am I right? They are denied their needs. Am I right? If I am right, put R in the chat box. They are denied of their need. Need ആണിതെല്ലാം. നമ്പൂതിരിജി, ഞാൻ ഒരിക്കലും അങ്ങനെ ചെയ്തിട്ടില്ല. ഞാൻ എന്റെ മോനെ കൊണ്ട് പാർക്കിൽ കൊണ്ട് സൈക്കിൾ ബൈക്കിനെ കൊച്ചില് നേരെ കാറിൽ കയറ്റും. പാർക്കിൽ കൊണ്ടുപോയി ബൈക്ക് റൈഡ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ I used to sit and watch. I used to rent the movie. അന്ന് യൂട്യൂബിൽ ഒന്നും വന്നിട്ടില്ല. Rent the movie video. And we used to sit together and watch Hindi movies, Tamil movies, then Mahabharata, Ramayana. Again, we used to sit and watch together. Need and recreation, entertainment. കൊടുക്കുന്നില്ല പിള്ളേർക്ക്. ഒരിതില്ല, ശ്വാസം മുട്ടിക്കുകയാണ്. പടി. Physical aggression, beating, slapping, kicking, and micromanaging. ഏത് വേണമെങ്കിലും എല്ലാം ഇങ്ങനെ നോക്കിക്കൊണ്ടിരിക്കും. ഞാൻ അത് ചെയ്താ, ഇത് എങ്ങനെ ചെയ്തു, closely breathing down their neck. Micromanaging. ഇതിന് ഇവിടെ പറയും ഹെലികോപ്റ്റർ പാരന്റ്സ് എന്ന് പറയും. ഹെലികോപ്റ്റർ പാരന്റ് ഇങ്ങനെ മോളിൽ തന്നെ ഹെലികോപ്റ്ററിൽ ഇങ്ങനെ നോക്കിക്കൊണ്ടിരിക്കുകയാണ് കേട്ടോ. ഇവർക്ക് ഒരു ഫ്രീഡം ഇല്ല. ഹെലികോപ്റ്റർ പാരന്റിങ്, that is micromanaging. Unconditional love, we know. Negative impact of torturing on children: emotional, anxiety, depression, anger. That is why Kota and other places, they commit suicide. Depression, anxiety, conditional love. ഞാൻ ഇനി ഇത്തവണ നീറ്റ് കിട്ടിയില്ലെങ്കിൽ അച്ഛൻ എന്താവും, മറ്റേത് എന്താവും, ഗിൽറ്റ് ഫീലിംഗ്. നിനക്ക് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് എത്ര രൂപ എന്നറിയാൻ ഞാൻ ചെലവാക്കിയത്. ഇൻജക്ടിങ് ഗിൽറ്റ് ഫീലിംഗ്. നിനക്ക് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് ഇത്രയും 1000 ലക്ഷമാണ് ഞാൻ ചെലവാക്കിയത്. ഗിൽറ്റ് ഫീലിംഗ്. They commit suicide. Am I right? If I'm right, put R in the chat box. I'm explaining everything so that people who watch this video also subsequently, they must get a clear picture. Thank you, Vilanhaji. Because I'm asking you to interact so that those who watch the video, then they will know, yeah, many people, they said, yes, 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 they agreed. Or it will become a monologue. Thank you, Namburiji. Cognitive inability to concentrate, memory problems. When they have a lot of stress, you won't be able to concentrate. You won't be able to remember. Then the performance will go down. Examination. Stress affects your performance. Simple. And who is giving the stress? Parents. Parents. Jesus Christ ഓർത്തോളണം. റോയ് MCG ഓർത്തോളണം. ഇവർ ചെയ്യുന്നത് എന്തെന്നറിയുന്നില്ല പിതാവേ, ഇവരോട് ഓർക്കരുത്. അത് വേണോ റെഡ്ഡിയാർ. ജീസസ് ആൻഡ് വേണോ റെഡ്ഡിയാർ രണ്ടും കൂടെ കമ്പൈൻ ചെയ്യാം കേട്ടോ. ആദ്യത്തെ പാർട്ട് ജീസസ്, സെക്കൻഡ് പാർട്ട് വേണോ റെഡ്ഡിയാറിന്റെ. ഒരു ഹൈബ്രിഡ് ആണ്. Behavioral withdrawal, shyness, timidity. They don't develop any social skills. പഠിക്ക് വീട്ടിൽ ഗസ്റ്റ് വന്ന കാണത്തോലില്ല. Am I right? നീ പോയി പഠിക്ക്. വേറെ ഫ്രണ്ട്സായിട്ട് കളിക്കാൻ വിടത്തില്ല. പഠിക്ക്. സോഷ്യൽ സ്കിൽസ് ഇല്ല. And these days, social skills are yet to important if you want to succeed. If you want to become a manager, you need to know how to again people skills. Illa. Thank you, Shahiji. Physical, headache, and sleep disturbances. 5 types of pampering parents and grandparents. ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞിട്ടില്ല. ഒരുപാട് ഗ്രാൻഡ് പാരൻസ് ആണ് ഇപ്പോഴത്തെ ഏറ്റവും വലിയ വില്ലന്മാര്, വില്ലത്തികള്. ഓവർ ഇന്റലിജൻസ്, സാറ്റിസ്ഫൈങ് ഓൾ വാണ്ട്സ് ഓർ ഡിമാൻഡ്സ്. എന്ത് ചോദിച്ചാലും. അതിൽ നിന്ന് നാട്ടിൽ ഞാൻ കാണുന്നത് കുറെ എണ്ണത്തിലൊക്കെ റിട്ടയർ ചെയ്ത് നല്ല പെൻഷനായിട്ടൊക്കെ 1 ലക്ഷം രൂപ കിട്ടുന്നുണ്ട്. ഒന്നും ചെയ്യാനില്ല, വീടെല്ലാം ഒന്നും അടയ്ക്കാനൊന്നും ഇല്ല. പിള്ളേർ എന്ത് ചോദിച്ചാലും കിറ്റ്കാറ്റ് എന്നാ വാങ്ങിച്ചു, ഐസ്ക്രീം മറ്റേതാണ് എല്ലാം വാങ്ങിച്ചു. Am I right? If I'm right, put R in the chat box. They are actually ruining the future of their own grandchildren without realizing. Musamuji, without realizing, they have money. Learn cash. That's what's happening. Okay, Rajiji. Overprotection, shielding from discomforts or failures. Lack of discipline, no consequences or boundaries. Excessive praise, undeserved boosting of self-esteem. എന്റെ അവനുണ്ടല്ലോ, അവനെ പോലെ ഇന്റലിജന്റ് ആയിട്ട് ഒന്നും കാണാൻ പറ്റത്തില്ല. അവന്റെ കഴിവേ ചെറിയ വെച്ചാലും ഒന്ന് വലിയതായിട്ടൊക്കെയാണ്. So they boost and the children തലയ്ക്ക് കയറും, ഞാൻ എന്തോ വലിയ സംഭവമാണ്. Okay. Dependency reinforcement, autonomy ഇല്ല, സെൽഫായിട്ടൊന്നും ചെയ്യാനുള്ളതില്ല. 6 types of pampered children. Dependency, എപ്പോഴും ബാക്കിയുള്ളവരെ ആശ്രയിച്ചിരിക്കും. പരാശ്രയം, they won't have the self-confidence to do anything without anybody else's help. Low frustration tolerance, because instant gratification, grandparents get it, and in real world they are not going to get that instant gratification. At work, the co-workers, they won't. They may say no, or they say okay, next week. They cannot tolerate. They want immediately. Impatience. For my son also, when he was hardly 2 years old, വാൾമാർട്ടിൽ ചെക്കൗട്ടിൽ പോകുമ്പോൾ അവിടെയാണ് ഇവർ കാൻഡി എല്ലാം വെക്കുന്നത്. കുറെ ഇതൊക്കെ കിറ്റ്കാറ്റ് എല്ലാം പിള്ളേർ ലാസ്റ്റ് മിനിറ്റിൽ അത് കണ്ടേച്ച് വാങ്ങിക്കാനായിട്ട്. ഇവനൂടെ തന്നെ ഒരെണ്ണം എടുത്ത് നേരെ ആ കാർട്ടിൽ ഇടുമായിരുന്നു. അതുകൊണ്ട് ഞാൻ ചിരിച്ചിട്ട് ഞാൻ അതിനെടുത്ത് തിരിച്ചു വെച്ചിട്ട് വിൽ ബൈ നെക്സ്റ്റ് ടൈം. There is no instant gratification. It would cost only 50 cents. ഒന്നുമല്ല എനിക്ക്. പക്ഷെ ഉടനെ വാങ്ങിച്ച് കൊടുത്ത് ശീലിപ്പിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ പിന്നെ ആ പേഷ്യൻസ് വരത്തില്ല. When you wanted a bike, I said, okay, for your birthday. Birthday was 2 months away. Wait ചെയ്യട്ടെ. പേഷ്യൻസ് വേണം. എന്റെ ഫാദർ അങ്ങനെയാണ് എന്നെ വളർത്തിയത്. വീലകൃഷ്ണജിക്ക് അറിയാമായിരിക്കും. We are having തുണിക്കടയാണ്, ഷോറൂം. When I want some new shirt, okay, for Diwali. Get you that one for Diwali. Okay, Diwali is 4 months away. Okay, 4 months away. He wants the shop. We have the no. The patience waiting. Entitlement, I told you. Oh, They think that is okay. They are entitled. That is exactly what is happening to one political leader. I am not going to mention the name. Entitlement. He deserves to be the Prime Minister of India because you are born in that particular this one. Am I right? If I am right, put R in the chat box. That sense of entitlement. Okay, Dr. Shajiji, thank you. Pampered, that gentleman, pampered, spoiled. He thinks that, okay, the whole country, they owe him, his family. Thank you, Jaychandji. That is what is happening with the pampering. Entitlement, poor decision making, and fear of failure, and emotional immaturity. Parents must discover and develop the visible and invisible talents of their children. Parents, nobody else, not the psychology counselors, they won't be able to, the children display their talents when they are young kids. For example, if the child takes a pencil and draws something or here and there, many parents, that child is displaying that talent, artistic talent. Encourage that one. അവിടെ വെച്ചിട്ട് ഒരു ബുക്ക് വാങ്ങിച്ചു കൊടുക്കുക, സ്ക്രാപ്പ്, വരച്ചോ അല്ല, 2 അടി. പിന്നെ അതോടുകൂടി ആ ആർട്ടിസ്റ്റിക് ടാലന്റ് അത് മുളയിൽ തന്നെ നുള്ളിക്കളഞ്ഞു. Or dancing or something like that. അടങ്ങിയിരിക്കുക. How did I discover and the son, when I let him watch a video movie while I was doing the cooking. And I saw him, Shah Rukh Khan, some movie, song and all this. He was also standing and dancing, all these moments. I noticed his body very flexible. So he has that talent. What did I do? The Diwali season, here, Indian community students, they send an email. That is a cultural program. If you or your children, they want to participate. Name. I gave his name, Suraj Ayyappan. What? Cinematic dance. Solo cinematic dance. Then I told him, Anna, I have given your name. Solo cinematic dance. And he said, oh, no, Abba, I cannot do that one. You are so nervous. I said, you can do that. Don't worry. Don't copy that one. Then that will be just mimicry. Do your own. I explain the meaning of some of the words. 85% of the action movements he choreographed. 15% I guided him. And he went there. He was very nervous. I told him, forget what that is. Think that is nobody is watching you. You are dancing in our home. Think, do that one. He did that one. That should a big round of applause. Boosted his self-confidence. And the fear, stage fear, completely gone. Now he can, if you ask him to go and meet the Trump or Modi and talk to him, he said, yeah, no problem. Discover the talent, develop and display. That's what I did. They must educate and empower them with the life skills for success and happiness. There are 8 life skills. Verbal skills, ability to express right words. Good vocabulary is essential. Non-verbal skills, body language. People skills, emotional quotient, getting along with people. Social skills, whole brain thinking skills. Time management skills, money management skills, and stress management skills, and lastly, memorizing skills. And I'm going to show the picture of 2 people. Shashi Tharoor. His verbal skills are aparam. Body language also, he knows how to use the right kind of body language. And his memorizing skills, memory power is very sharp. Time management, if he's assigned 5 minutes, yes, he knows how to present that one within 5 minutes. Stress management, yeah, after that Sunanda Pushkar, that death, lot of stress, he was able to cope with that one. He contested. Within 4 months, he contested and won the election also. Only problem he has is thinking skills is not that good. Because if a good thing is, he would not have chosen the wrong party. He chose the wrong party. And his political career growth is stunted. And 2 days back, he publicly criticized about the family dynasty. Do you agree? If you put agree A in the chat box. All the other skills. Money management, everything is good. Okay. Thank you. Only area of weakness is that thinking skills. If he had not chosen that party, he would have grown. They didn't even allow him to become the party president. Forget about it. That is the biggest mistake he did. What about Modi? Third time again, Prime Minister. Verbal communication skills, he comes with different acronyms. A. Anything he comes with an acronym. And the Vigas, V, like that. Body language, S. People skills, yeah, goes and hugs the Pope, goes and hugs Putin, goes and hugs Trump, okay? So he's a hugger. And the stress management, yes. Election, every election is a challenge. Memory, sharp. Am I right? Modi, life skills, complete. 8 life skills. Never help a child with a task at which he feels he can succeed. Very good message. That independence, autonomy, development. Your children need your presence more than your presence. Be present. Spend time with your children. After the age of 18, they will be gone. Then they don't need your company. Everyone, kids, adults must know how to manage time, money, knowledge, skills, people, health effectively and efficiently through self-education. That's the point. Formal education won't give you these skills. Formal education, forget about it. Modi, formal education, classroom education till the 10th grade. That's only the formal education. Subsequently, everything self-education. He reads a lot. Tirukural, Gita, and interacts with many people from the school of life. Shashi Tharoor, formal education till the age of 22. He's a voracious reader. I, till the age of 28, my knowledge and skills were just as sada, mediocre. Dr. Shaji will testify. He was my 1 year junior to me. So, he knows. But subsequently, when I started, through self-education, I empowered myself. Every child should be empowered through self-education. Giving kids whatever they ask for is a disastrous parenting. I'm sorry, you don't need a new cell phone just because a new one comes out. Immediate. I think parenting is very different now. We are totally governed by our children. It is the children, they control the parents. In some houses, it's the children, they control the parents, not the parents. That is a pampering parents. They let the children control them. More kids are ruined by the behavior of the parents. Children learn from your actions. My father didn't tell me how to live. He lived and let me watch him do it. That is exactly what my father did. I learned many things by watching my father. He didn't teach me money management, everything. How to spend, how to save money, time management, all on time. All these things I learned from his actions. He didn't teach me. Teach your kids about money before they are old enough to earn their own. Don't handicap your children by making their lives easy. Easy. Tell kids stories about your failures. Not only success, your failures also. That's what I did. I do. My son also, he came here. He is with me. Looking for a job. I told him, sometimes you may not find a job easily. Sometimes it may take months or more than many months. Be prepared. I myself, my experience when I was in UK and in USA initially, I couldn't find a job. So he's comfortable. He's comfortable. Tell about the failures also, not just the success. Facts are facts and will not disappear on account of your likes. Once again, I'm going to show Gandhiji, that girl, Abba Gandhi or Manu Gandhi, one of these one. She was 18 years old when he was 78 years old. He wanted to do his experiment on celibacy. He wanted her to sleep with him naked and take bath naked. Verify that one. Is it not torturing? Is it not torturing? If it is torturing, put T in the chat box, my dear friends. That is torturing. The ultimate. He abused that one. I cannot forgive that gentleman for doing that. It is easier to build strong children than to repair broken men. Build strong children. Subsequently, if they develop all these problems, behavioral problems, it is very difficult to fix that one. Next week, psychographology, handwriting analysis. Enough is enough. Zoom. So I'm a psychographologist. Many of you may not know. Dr. Shaji knows. I'm a graphologist. That has been hobby for more than 45 years. So how to, from the handwriting, what all things you can learn. Okay, now, how did you find this session? Triple E or 4E? Entertain, enlighten, educate, empower. If it is EEE, put your EEE there. Okay, thank you, Vilasnaji. This topic, I can talk for 10 hours. I have a lot of material. I have shared only 10% of what I have, what I know. 10%. The purpose is to stimulate you. Think it over. Watch this video again. Watch this video again because I have shown many quotations. You are not going to remember all these things with one time listening. And share this one with as many people as possible. If you think that is, this one is very useful. Virashnaji, okay, thank you. Yeah. So this is the first time I gave a talk on this topic, like nurturing parents, torturing parents, and pampering parents. First time. So I'm going to stop the recording, then we'll continue with the discussion.